First fish for me. Set this one out on that 3 clip down again. This one out. Lovely little black bream. Beautifully hooked through the top lip. So we'll get this one unhooked and get it thrown back. Right, second cast on the other rod. Just chucked out me fishing with an earth rig. Like I say, you can see the bar there. I have put a grip lead on it just because the tide's not running too fast, but there's big rafts of weed pulling it a little bit, so just trying to slow it down a little bit. Only putting one side of the grips up, but yeah, I was just pulling it in. Just what? A little pollock. Another black bream. And a small black bream on the bottom. As I say, triple shot. Absolutely lovely fish. I'll show you this pollock and the markings that are on it. You can see that there. Absolutely beautiful little fish. The little mottled markings on it. Brilliant. I say, small fish, but they're nice to keep the rod going. So it's fantastic. That's 4 fish now in 2 bites. 4 fish in 2 casts, sorry. I've got another one going now, so fingers crossed we can get into the sole and the plaice. But the sea's very, very, very calm, so we should be in with a shot. But wait till a bit later on and chuck a couple of ray baits out and see how we get on. But right, I'm going to get these unhooked, bait up the earth rig again, and send it back out. Right, just pulled in the 3 clip down again. I say, another lovely little black bream on the bottom hook. Tiny little wrasse. Let's see, I'll pop this one off the hook quick. Again, absolutely lovely little fish. But yeah, so I'm going to get this one unhooked, get it back out. I'm not casting very far, I say, because the trace is coming back in a minute. In a tangled mess. The amount of weed. I mean, this bit of weed here is on me bottom hook. See how long it is. Then it down to my trace. It's got to be about 20 foot long. Absolute nightmare. But fingers crossed, it's just as that tide's sort of running through at the minute. It should slacken off shortly because we're fishing the 2 top tides. Not much point fishing here on a big tide unless you know it's clear. You know there's no weed. Otherwise, like I say, you just can't hold bottom, and if there is any weed, just as well go home. But yeah, where it's quite slow, quite a steady little trot through, the weed that is getting picked up is just slowly moving your lead. It's not pulling your rods over and all of that lot. So yeah, like I say, the T900s are working lovely. Like I say, not missed a bite. I'm pretty sure that wrasse hit before the bream and I saw it bite, so yeah. But like I say, get these unhooked, get them back, and fingers crossed we can get into a little bream just as darkness falls a couple of pound. But we'll see. Right, so I just baited up my 3 flapper, single ragworm, didn't whack it out very far, like I say about 40 yards. I had one nice pull over, drop slack, and then it was just gently pulling, about 5-10 minutes. Pulled into it, nice bit of weight, obviously I assumed it was just going to be weed. I pulled myself in a nice double shot. Cracking plaice on the top hook, and the lovely little plaice on the bottom. I say the one on the bottom, probably about 28, 29 centimetres. That one's a much bigger fish. So, there you have a little look. Beautiful fish there. I say I'll get a couple of steels. We'll get these off and get them popped back. Cheers.
Hello everyone, just pulled in. I think I'm on my third cast now. I haven't had quite as much luck as Ben. Fishing for plaice and bream here on the groin down at Sandbanks. Pulled myself in a nice little black bream. Nothing special. As you can see, this is on one of my plaice rigs. Lots of green and black beads there. It's just a simple running up and over with a single size 4 hook on the end, baited with ragworm. And yeah, got myself a little black bream. So get this one unhooked. Hope you get some more. Cheers.
Right, my dad's just popped down here for a couple of casts, and he's just whacked his bar rigs he makes out. He's left it out there trotting in the tide. He's pulled himself out a nice little plaice. He didn't want to come on camera, he's a little bit camera shy. But yeah, lovely little fish. So he's going to get that next one baited up, get it back out and try and get another one. Okay. We've got loads of small black bream coming through now. And I say we're sticking it out with the worm baits in a minute. But going to go on to the ray baits now. Probably persevere with them through darkness and try and get 1 or 2 of them. And I say Shane's come down with us as well. He's had a nice black bream earlier on. I say he saw the plaice my dad had. So it's not been too bad, to be honest. But we're hoping for some a little bit bigger.
Ben's just had himself a nice little black bream. As you can see, darkness is now fallen. Tide's starting to move again. Expecting a high couple of hours. Just managed to find myself a little sole. Hi everyone. Starting to pick up again now, getting close to that second top tide that I talked about earlier. Ooh, managed to winkle out another little sole, this one being a bit better than the last one. Fish probably just under £1. Ben's just had a little smooth hound, I'm sure we'll see that in a minute. But yeah, nice little fish, hope for some more. Cheers.
Right, as George just mentioned, just had a little baby smooth hound. Caught this one on a whole squid, on an up and over. Greedy little bugger. The bait was probably about half the size of the fish. But yeah, lovely when they're that small. Like I say, we'll get them back quickly. Get another bait out there.
Right, just as I slip that sole back, guys, I noticed a rattle on my other rod. Thought I'll leave it for a second while I bait up and ping it back out. After I did so, I picked up and I pulled myself in another little smooth hand pup, same size as Ben's just a minute ago. Lovely little fish. Didn't keep them out too long, so we're getting back. Cheers.
Right, I think that's it for me now. I say the tide should start picking up. We're getting a lot of weed come through. Just pulled in my last trace now. Horrible tiny little strap conger. And a pout on the other snood. Started getting loads of the little pout towards the end here. I say George has had a couple of nice sole this evening. So that's it's quite nice. I had that plaice earlier on. Went £2. So yeah, it's not been a bad time. Like I say, Shane's me right there. He's had a couple of nice bream. He had a little plaice earlier on as well. So yeah, I mean, it's been productive. So we were going to go out to Burnham-on-Sea today, but the Burnham-on-Sea had a match up there. And obviously, I contacted James and the bloke that was running the match and just asked him where he was pegging it, and he was going to be pegging it where we were going to be fishing. So decided to stay down here rather than getting up there and getting in the way. So yeah, we will be up there within the next couple of weeks. So Possibly next week on the big tides we might go to Bream, somewhere like that. But yeah, good session all in all. And so I think George and Shane and that still got a rod out, so fingers crossed we'll get you another little fish before we leave.
Right then, coming to the end now. Ben's more or less packed away. Our mate Shane in the corner there, he's just had himself quite a nice sized little pout for here. He's a bit camera shy, so he's got me to do the talking. But yeah, he seems happy with it. So there you go. Cheers.